Hello all Supernatural fans. This video here is obviously on Kevin Zimmerman's Supernatural Hero 1 Francis. And this car, I kind of did a video the other day on it talking about the package tray and stuff. And then so this was going to be kind of like part 2 to that, but it's also going to be a little bit what's happening to the car. So if you go back and watch the first video, I start talking about doing these package trays. This is Hero 1's package tray. Now, what makes Hero 1 is the carpet, the way the speakers are. So this is really a pain in the butt to do because, as I mentioned in the other video, the Hero 1 car, or actually all the cars that are on set, none of them have the initials in the car. None of them have the Army Man. None of them have Legos. Guys, that's all Hollywood bullshit. So when you guys see that, they just put it in there for those scenes, okay? So to incorporate the Hero 1 carpet on this, I had to do it like they did on the show. So I'm going to come down here and come in here to the car. So I had to roll the carpet over. This is how it's done on the show. But because of the carpet, because we're doing the initials in this, so you have to do, I had to do a slit here. And then when you pull back the carpet, I don't know if you guys can see this because of the lighting and stuff in here, but there are the initials in it. So this will just get pulled back over, and then the cell panels will be up in here. But I had to get this done first because we're going to put the rear glass in. And you definitely want to do this package tray with the glass out of the car. So for all you guys out there, girls out there doing these package trays, it's much, much easier doing it with the glass out. Like I said, I've done, I don't know how many of these, and I always did them with the glass in, and it was just a pain in the butt. So then what I did, I screwed in the carpet, so it's also glued, but all the way across, and I just put screws in there, and that will always keep that carpet down. So this car here, let me come back out. See those ridges in it? That's Hero 1's carpet. Now, the speakers are a 6.5-inch round speaker. And Kevin, in all of our looking and stuff, we cannot find the Hertz speakers. They are just so hard to find. And they're a special Hertz speaker. I mean, yeah, I can go out and probably find some Hertz speakers. They're not the ones that are in the car. So what we opted for was to put a set of Kenwoods in here. It's going to sound great. And they're round speakers. Anybody, I get real anal on cars and, when I'm doing them and stuff. There's just some things that you got to give a little bit of a slide on. And, the speakers, you could run an audio box. As long as you're running a 6.5-inch round speaker back there, it's all good in my book, okay? And then the other thing I always give a slide on is if you run the AV3000 instead of the 2000. Which is a funny story. Michael had hooked up the AV, which I thought was the 2000 in the car. And there it is down there. And come to find out, it was actually the 3000. And because I was going through Kevin's stuff the other day, and I saw the AV2000, I was like, what the hell? What's in the car? And I actually had to come out and really look. Those radios are so close. So close. I mean, if you're just sitting there looking, you're not even going to catch it. It's when you really, really look at it, that's when you catch it. So Michael has now pulled out the AV3000. We'll get that box back up, and we're going to get the AV2000 in. We got to still run the, let's see, what do we got to put in there? We got the dash all painted, new dash pad. This car was a Comfortron, which you had a dial where you could set the temperature in it, and we've taken all that out, and the housing that puts in the heater core, that is different on a Comfortron car. So we're out pulling one out of another car. This thing has been all put back to the way it is in the show, and Kevin's car is going to be a little different from the original Hero 1. Besides having Kenwood speakers, Kevin wants his air conditioning to be functional. So with that being said, I'm going to come up here to the engine. And this engine, right now, that is not the correct air cleaner. We just got that one sitting on it to save Kevin's K&N filter, okay? But one of the things that is on the Hero 1 car, there is a fuel line that comes down here. It's with A&N fittings, and they're blue, and then there's a braided line going across here. We're not going to be able to put that on. But I am probably going to put some braided line up there to kind of mimic that. But the reason we can't is because of that bracket right there for the AC. So we wanted to, it's just where that thing hangs down and stuff, it's just going to run into it and there's no bend to it. So that's going to be, we're going to fix that. And then one of the things that I tell everybody to do this, and I'll kind of give you my little story, is the plug wire looms. As you notice, the Hero 1 car does not have these. I recommend running these wire looms on small blocks, big blocks. And the reason for this is Supernatural on Hero 1, the plug wire got tangled around the throttle rod right there. And it got wrecked, guys. I mean, it didn't do a lot of damage to it, but when you're talking major horsepower and they couldn't, it happened so fast. That's the thing. It's not like you're going down the road and, hey, the throttle's sticking and I'll just put it up in neutral and turn the car off, and just get it shut down. No, this was happening in a parking lot and it stuck, car, hauled balls. And so to me, it's a little bit of a safety thing. I also like it because your lines are not going to get burned up on your headers or your exhaust manifolds, and it's just going to keep everything nice tucked out of the way, okay? So that's a little difference, and that's my suggestion. I'm going to do that to my car. Who knows? Maybe Jeff will do it to the original Hero car. Also, this alternator bracket is not the correct one. We've already got it. They're got it sandblasted. We're going to put the correct one on. This was the original one that came on the car, and Michael didn't know, and he was putting that on there, and I'm like, wrong bracket. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, it's the wrong bracket, and we got to put these on. And he's like, oh, okay. So their sandblasters are going to get painted and stuff. We still got the fan shroud to do, and I mean, we're getting ready to. Probably next week we're going to fire this thing up, and of course that'll all be documented and stuff. The bumper filler, it's all painted silver. The grill looks all beautiful and painted and stuff, and the core support and everything this thing is going to be so nice. It just takes some time, and the belts that we got are too small. So we got to go take these back down to Napa and get some a little bit longer belts to get everything all functional and stuff. So, but right now we're working on getting Michael is out getting a box for the heater core, the housing up underneath the dash. So, because remember I just said that the difference between the Comfortron car and this. So Mike's out getting one of our other cars, and we're going to get all that worked up. We're going to get all of our wiring and stuff ran. Obviously the steering wheel's that's a Grant GT steering wheel. We have a steering wheel for this car, an Impala steering wheel. So we've got the door panels, got the carpet ordered, we've got the headliner ordered, and the sail panels and the sun visors. We wanted all that to match. And also, they make lots of different materials. And so when I say all to match, if I would have just pulled out some different ones like sun visors and stuff, it may not have matched the headliner or the sail panels. So I wanted all that stuff to match, and I wanted to match Hero 1. I know what's in Hero 1, and I wanted all that to be, all there and perfect and stuff. So that is what's happening this week with this car. I just finished up this week on the package tray. Been doing some other things in and out, and this is kind of I gotta leave tonight. I got my son a truck for Christmas, and it needed a timing belt changed and stuff like that. So brought it up here this week, and my son's got to go to work tomorrow morning, so I got to leave tonight so he can get the truck back. But me and Mike were here late last night and changing that out. And just so everybody knows, it was a two-man job. You just need extra set of hands and stuff. So, and just so everyone knows, I'm not a bastard of hate. Well, I might be, but I paid Michael for helping me, you know. I don't ever expect anybody to do anything for me for free. So Mike's time is valuable just like mine. But this car is coming along really good. You're going to notice that the paint now is all kind of scratchy, dull, whatever. They've been wet sanding. Let me see if I can get over to the other side of the car. They've been doing some polishing on this. And let me come over here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but that's what it's starting to look like. I mean, this thing is like a mirror. So they have been working on that in the car. We had to move it over here the other day because we had it more out in the center of the shop, but we had a truck for the city truck. It got hit, and they brought it in and wanted Don to fix it and paint it. So they got it done, and it's sitting over in here now. So, well, there's always things going on at this shop. So what I've done, because I was doing this one to save me time, effort, and headaches, when I made that package tray back there, that went in, I made several of them. And I've contacted everybody that is going to get one, and everybody's saying they want Hero 1, so I just laid them out. And so Bradley's car is going to get Hero 1, and Big John back there is going to get a Hero 1, and this one here, this is the museum car, what I call Brandy. It's going to get a Hero 1. So I just made them all up. It's just easier to do. We're still waiting on floor pans for this. There's so many things that are back ordered. It's amazing. I think I probably became my own worst enemy because I told people what I use, where I buy it and stuff. And now when I need it, everybody's went out and bought it, and it's on back order. So, which is fine. It's fine, you know, but kind of does like, now we got to wait, and we want to get things rolling out of here. So, but this one will be coming along here real soon. I mean, obviously, and then, you know, once we get it all polished and everything, we'll put the side trim on it and the bumpers, and we'll put the tires and wheels, which are in the storage room. So they're ready to go. So, yeah. This thing's going to be badass. I can't wait to drive this. And no, we got to figure out how to put the line lock on this, because Hero 1 has the line lock, and this car is getting that. And we've never done one with the line lock on it before. So we're going to try to figure out where Supernatural put it on Hero 1, and, you know, just the idea of how to hook it up and everything. Shouldn't be that difficult. And we'll have it, you know, lock the front tires and just do massive burnouts and stuff. So, yeah, Kevin, I'm going to do that. You know I'm going to, but I'll do it on film for you. So I got to make sure this car holds together. I do not want to turn the car to anybody and then they have problems and stuff. It's always my biggest fear. They are old cars. Even though we're putting new stuff in them, new parts does not mean that it's going to run forever. You know, that's like I tell everybody, you can put a brand new starter on it, may not even start up out of the box. And the second time you go to start it, after you've driven it 50 miles and you're at the store or whatever, and you go to get in it and the starter's gone. That happens. Doesn't happen a lot, but it happens. And those are always fear for me, my fears, because people trust me with their car. And I've mentioned many times, most Supernatural fans are not car people. And so they think that, hey, I just spent a shitload of money on these cars, and now my car won't start. Why is that, Rick? So those are things that keep me up at night, thinking that's going to happen. A brand new starter is going to go out or whatever. So anyway, Kevin, brother, I hope you like Francis, because Francis is coming along quite nicely. It's always nice to get a work on this car, and man, now the back glass is getting ready to go in, and I do love this package tray back here. It's a bitch to make. I'm not going to lie to anybody, because if you go back and watch the first video, you know, you have the factory steel underneath here, and then we put the factory pad, the package tray, then it gets the masonite, and then it gets the carpet, and everything has to be cut and trimmed, and just a lot of work, you know. And which, I mean, once you make one, it's like these other guys, they're on these cars back here, they all want the same thing, so I just made them all, you know. They're all marked out. I mean, it's going to be easy for me now. But it's like when you don't do one for 6 months, and then you're like, oh, I got to go make a package tray. Then you cuss all day. Told Dawn today, I was actually, my ass was sitting here, my legs were down in here, and I'm running my jigsaw and cutting out things, all this steel and everything. And I just turned to Dawn and I said, there's got to be an easier way to make money, you know? But when I say things like that, please guys know that I'm just kidding around. I wouldn't trade this job for anything. This is what I love doing. So what's going to happen is the back window will get put in. Then they're going to do their wet sanding and all that stuff and test out for leaks. And then once we know that this car is not leaking around the back glass, then I'm going to come in and finish out down in this area right back in there. I'm going to finish out the weapons box. So then we'll get that all buttoned up. And, you know, the other main thing we really want to concentrate to is getting Francis here to roar like a lion. Like I said, we're looking around 430 to 450 horsepower out of this thing, and it's going to be super, super sweet. So anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed the video on Francis. I'm going to go do another video right now on Cassie's car. You remember that car that had all the holes in the roof and stuff? I'm going to do a video on that one for you guys. So I hope everybody had an awesome Christmas. Hope everybody was safe and got to spend time with family. Hope you had a happy new year. And I know a lot of my friends out there, Super Dave, he's really sick. I've been seeing people on Facebook. Everybody's kind of got the flu and stuff. So I know this is the season, and it's been kind of cold throughout the United States. And but I hope everybody's feeling better. And I'll just talk to you guys here next week, because hopefully this thing will be running. So we'll get that all on video for you guys. So if you have questions, you know how to get a hold of me, and I'll just talk to you later. Bye.